Hello everyone, I am Murali, one of the director at Unique Group. In this video, I'll explain the capital subsidy scheme for construction, expansion and modernization of cold storages implemented by National Horticulture Board, also known as NHB. This scheme supports entrepreneurs who wants to build a new cold storages or expand, modernize their existing facilities by using the approved technologies. I'll explain the scheme in a clear and simple manner. In January 2025, NCCD has released new guidelines for design and construction of cold storages in India. These rules explain how cold storage chamber should be designed, how big the anteroom should be, and required use of dock levelers and insulated loading areas. They also encourage the use of better and more efficient refrigeration systems. All these helps to maintain right temperature, reduces spoilage, saves energy, improves cleanness, and makes Indian cold storages match global standards. The subsidy is credit-linked back-ended subsidy, which means the project must be financed through a bank or financial institution. The subsidy is released after project completion and verification. The subsidy rate is 35% of eligible project cost in general areas and 50% of eligible project cost in difficult areas such as northeastern states, Himalayan states, scheduled areas, vibrant villages, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Eligible project cost is calculated based on the cost norms issued by MIDH and NCCD. We will discuss about these cost norms in detail very shortly. Capacity eligibility. Only cold storage projects with capacity above 5,000 metric tons and up to 20,000 metric tons are eligible under the scheme. Projects below 5,000 metric tons are not eligible for subsidy under NHB. Eligible components. The scheme allows subsidy on approved components such as civil construction or PEB structures, installation of walls, floors and ceilings, refrigeration systems, electrical installations and transformers, DG sets and VFDs, fire safety systems, dock levelers and doors, material handling equipments, automation and monitoring systems. Cost norms and subsidy calculation. Cost norms mainly depends on the type of structure you select for construction of cold storage and the total capacity of the cold storage. They can be constructed using conventional brick and mortar structure or pre-engineered buildings. For civil structure, the cost norms are fixed as follows by the NCCD. For capacity between 5,001 to 6,500 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 9,120 rupees per metric ton. For capacity between 6,501 to 8,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at rupees 8,640 per metric ton. For capacity between 8,001 to 10,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 8,610 rupees per metric ton. For capacity between 10,001 to 20,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 4,080 per metric ton. In this case, the subsidy up to 10,000 metric ton is calculated separately and subsidy for 10,001 to 20,000 metric ton is calculated separately and added to arrive at the total project cost. For pre-engineering building structure, the cost norms are higher as follows. For capacity between 5,001 to 6,500 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at rupees 11,400 per metric ton. For capacity between 6,501 to 8,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 10,800 rupees per metric ton. For capacity between 8,001 to 10,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 10,200 per metric ton. For capacity between 10,001 to 20,000 metric ton, the cost norms are fixed at 5,100 rupees per metric ton. Let's look at an example for subsidy calculation for civil structure. Suppose your cold storage is 9,000 metric ton, then cost per construction will be 9,000 metric ton multiplied by 8160, that is 7 crore 34 lakhs 40,000 rupees. 8160 is the cost norms defined for 8,000 to 10,000 metric ton slab. 7 crore 34 lakhs 40,000 rupees will be your eligible project cost. If you are in general area, you will receive 35% subsidy on 7.34 crores. That will come up to 2.57 crores. If you are in difficult area, you will receive 50% subsidy on 7 crore 34 lakhs. That will come up to 3.67 crores. Let's look at another example for subsidy calculation in case of 19,000 metric ton capacity for PEB structure. First, we need to calculate the cost for capacity up to 10,000 metric ton. 10,000 metric ton into 10,200 rupees is equal to 10 crores 20 lakhs. Next, we need to calculate the cost for capacity 10,001 to 19,000 metric ton. 9,000 metric ton into 5,100 is equal to 4.59 crores. Total eligible project cost is rupees 14 crores 79 lakhs. If you are in general area, you will receive 35% subsidy on 14 crores 79 lakhs. That will come up to rupees 5 crores 17 lakhs 65,000. If you are in difficult area, you will receive 50% subsidy on 14 crores 79 lakhs. That will come up to rupees 7 crore 39 lakhs 50,000 rupees. Types of cold storages. Now, let us understand the types of cold storages supported under this scheme. Cold storage type 1. Single product, single temperature. These units are designed for bulk and long-term storages of commodities like onion and potato. Cold storage type 2. Multi-commodity, multi-temperature cold storages. These cold storages are designed to store multiple commodities. They contain multiple chambers with multiple temperature requirements. Controlled atmosphere or CA cold storage. These are advanced cold storage facilities for storage of products like apples. Cold storage type 3. Ripening chambers. These are specifically designed as ripening chambers to support the controlled ripening of fruits. And cold storage type 4. Generally, type 4 cold storages are using for storage of dry spices and raisins such as dry chilies and turmeric. Important conditions. Before applying under this scheme, it is important to clearly understand the mandatory conditions. First, the project must strictly comply with the NCCD technical standards and prescribed protocols. If the project does not follow these standards, it will not be eligible for any financial assistance under the scheme. Second, all documents such as detailed project report, technical standards, basic data sheet, and protocols must be prepared only in format specified by the National Horticulture Board. Any deviation from the prescribed formats can lead to rejection of application. Third, the information provided in the detailed project report and in the bank appraisal report in online application must be exactly the same. If there is any mismatch in figures, capacity, or project details in location, the project is liable to rejection. Fourth, only one project per family or per legal entity is eligible for financial subsidy under the scheme. Multiple applications from the same family or entity are not permitted. Fifth, the applicant must have clear land title or a land leasehold right over the project land. Projects without proper land ownership or valid lease documents are not eligible. Finally, no project related work should be started before receiving the grant of clearance, that is GOC, from NHB. Any construction or procurement done before approval can make the project ineligible for subsidy. The NHB Capital Investment Subsidy Scheme provides strong financial support for cold storage projects. However, the scheme is very technical in nature. Proper planning, correct design, and accurate documentation are critical for successful subsidy approval. If you are planning for a cold storage project and need professional support, you may contact us using the details provided in the description. If you found this video useful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. For more videos on government schemes, cold storage projects, and subsidy guidelines, stay connected with us. Thank you for watching.